Today I'm going to show you a popular Japanese bread. It's called melon bread. It is a sweet dough with a cookie topping. Let's get started. For the Japanese melon bread, for the dough, 1/2 kilo all-purpose flour, 2 1/4 teaspoon instant dry yeast, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/3 cup sugar, 1 cup milk, 1 whole egg, 1/3 cup of butter. For the cookie topping for the Japanese melon bread, you need 3/4 cup of butter, 1 1/4 cups of sifted confectioner's sugar, 3 whole eggs, about 150 grams, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, or you can use grated lemon or orange zest, 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. For the dough, we have here milk. I'm using whole milk, or you can use fresh milk. If you're using evaporated milk, use 1/2 cup evaporated milk and 1/2 cup of water. Then we have the yeast. Then make sure your yeast is active. You will know if your yeast is active because the moment you stir it, you will see some activity. There are some small bubbles. Alright. It's not very clear because we're using milk. It's clearer if you use water. Alright. And then we have sugar. Then we have 1 egg. If you're not sure your eggs are fresh, please break it in another bowl. Then mix this together. Then I have all-purpose flour, 1/2 kilo. And then you have salt. You always add the salt to the flour. Don't add it directly to the yeast because it will slow down the activity of the yeast. Okay, you mix this until it forms a dough. And then we will add in the butter. Instead of butter, you can also use margarine, but butter has a better flavor. You mix the dough for about 2 minutes before you add in the butter or the margarine. For the Japanese melon bread, I prefer that you use butter because it has superior flavor, and the Japanese always use butter. They don't use margarine. See, it has formed a dough now. You can add the butter now. You can add it also after about 3 minutes. And then we will mix this for about 8 minutes or until the dough is smooth and elastic. Alright, after this is already total of 8 minutes because we added the butter after 2 minutes, then plus 6 minutes, so it's 8 minutes. You get a small portion of the dough. And then, if it sticks to your hands, you can put a little oil in your hands. And then you slowly stretch this. If you pull it aggressively, what happens is it will still tear. Okay, so just stretch it slowly, like this, see? You can see the tip of your fingernails. So this is done, okay? So what we do next is, we prepare a bowl. You put oil on your bowl, okay? Doesn't matter how much oil. You don't need a lot. You just need enough so that the dough will not stick to the bowl. You fold it over so you get a smooth top like this, okay? Put it upside down and then turn it over. So you have oil on top, you have oil on the bottom, okay? And then we cover this with plastic. If you don't have plastic, you can use a damp cloth. If you don't have a damp cloth, just cover this with a tray. Anything that will keep the top from drying. Alright, so we will let this rise. We will ferment this about 45 minutes to 1 hour. It depends on how warm your place is. The warmer your place, the faster it will rise. The colder, the longer it will rise. Alright? What is important is it's double in bulk or size. For the cookie topping, I have here butter. We use butter, don't use margarine. And then, I have here baking powder. You can add it also to the flour. This is lemon zest, which is the peel of the lemon. Don't include the white portion. And then we have powdered sugar. Make sure this is sifted or confectioner's sugar. And then we will cream this until it's well mixed. And then we add in the eggs and then the flour, right? So this is a cookie dough. Alright, once this is smooth, we're going to add in eggs. You need 3 large eggs, which is about 150 grams. The egg is an important ingredient here. I mean to say, the weight of the egg is an important factor here, because if you have too much eggs, what happens is your cookie dough will melt. If you have too little eggs, your cookie dough will crack, right? 1 large egg is about 50 grams. Okay? And then we add in the flour. When I say it will crack, there's always a possibility, even if you get the right proportion, there's always a possibility that it will crack. But as long as it cracks nicely, then that's alright. See, an indication that you have enough flour and the egg, see, it leaves the sides of the bowl clean. Okay, see? Okay, this is done. What we're going to do next is we're going to wrap them in plastic and put them in the refrigerator while we are waiting for the dough to rise. So I would say about an hour in the refrigerator. If you have extra of the cookie dough, you can cut this with a cookie cutter and then you can make cookies, rolled cookies. It does not have to be a perfect baston. As long as it's a baston, that's fine. Okay? And then we chill this. Then we'll see this again after the dough is double in size. Okay. Here we have our dough. It's double in size. Let's punch down the dough. And we will divide this into portions. It's up to you how many grams you want to make. I'm going to make 50. If you get 48, it's alright. If you get 52, it's okay too, more or less. After you divide them, you make them into a smooth ball. You cup your hand and press the dough like this. See, I'm doing this in slow motion. See? You cup the hand at the same time you press, so you form a smooth ball. Again, like this, see? Alright? Or you can do this. If you find that difficult, you can do this. What is important is we have a smooth top. Okay, so again, just fold it over like this. Okay, like this. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So it means we're going to divide our cookie dough into 19 too. Or what I do is, usually if I have 50 grams of this, I also have 50 grams of this. Because then you're sure more or less they're the same size. Alright, here I have 19 of this at 50 grams. I have 19 of this also. This is about 48 grams because if I use 50, I'm short of about 30 grams. Okay? So here, this is what we're going to do next. You get two plastic, and then here you cover this with another plastic, and you can either use this to flatten this, or you can use a rolling pin, whatever is easy for you. Okay, it should be enough to cover until the bottom of the dough. Okay, so see, and then you get one, put it here, and then tuck it in. Okay, all right, and then let's make another one. It's best to use plastic because it does not stick. Okay, and then put this in and wrap it. As I said, some of it will crack. That's all right as long as it looks nice. After you've finished all of this, what you're supposed to do is you get sugar. I have here sugar. You dip this in sugar, all cover like this. And then use your dough cutter and make like a melon design. They call this a melon design. Goes like this. And if you like, you can do another one that way. Okay? This one I will do crisscross. Like this, like this, like that. And as you can also do another like this. Okay? Maybe we'll just make them all the same. Alright, so I'll continue with the rest. Alright, here is our formed dough or bread. It will go inside the oven. After it has risen, we will proof this for about 45 minutes or until it's double in size, and then we will bake this, okay? This is now ready to go inside the oven after 45 minutes. So let's bake this 350 degrees about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded.